It's your boy Double A, back at it again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how I made $1,700 on Tesla. Alright, before we get started, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share the video also if you found it beneficial so you can help out your friends. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to look at right here, no open positions, and there's a open closed P&L of 1,700 on the day, and then here are the fills. All right, quick scalps. I didn't stay in a trade longer than 30 minutes, but we'll go over every single entry and exit, and we'll go over the thought process behind why I entered where I entered. So the first entry, all of it was puts, by the way. For some reason, I can't seem to get a freaking call on Tesla right now, as it's just so freaking high. Even though technicals are telling me it could still keep going higher, I just was more comfortable waiting for the downside. So 956 entry, 958, and then 1012 and 1014. So we'll go over that first. So if we zoom in here, you'll see, first of all, this is the 5 minute. So every candle represents 5 minutes. This is yesterday's data. Tesla just jumped up almost $100. And then today, it gapped down on news that Hertz didn't actually sign a deal or anything yet with Tesla or something like that because of Elon's tweet. But bulls obviously don't care because the stock ran up $60 again. And then my idea was, okay, it still looks strong. It still looks strong. I didn't hesitate. I didn't jump the gun to get puts right away because I knew that Tesla's a very strong stock, and I anticipated that this could bounce like crazy with a lot of bulls buying the dip. So I just waited. And then by 9:56, if we go to the 1 minute candle, it'll be a little bit more clear. The blue levels are from levels of yesterday. I got it from the hourly chart. So 93, 1162, 1154, and 1150. So if we go to 9:56, we'll see that at 9:56, this happened. First of all, it failed to make a higher high. So that was a bearish confirmation. And then second of all, it printed under the 93 level for me. So that got me excited and, gave me bearish confirmation. So appropriately, stop loss could have been high of the day, or it could have been, if it hit 1,200 again. So for me, I had a lot of things going for me bearish. That it's going under 1,200, that it's making a lower high, and it's also under the moving average as well in the 1 minute. So that's what I was looking at. And my stop loss ideally would have been, 1205, or worst case scenario, 1210. So I enter with one contract here, and then 958. Once it makes a lower low and really breaks it, I enter another contract at 958, and then I exit at 1012 and 1014. You see here it pushed up, but stop loss never got hit, and then came down. I get out at 1012 on this candle, and then 1014, and then it just rips, and then I just stay out. And then 1030, I re-enter a put, and I get out at 1038. Now let's see why I entered at 1030. So for me, most likely what I was looking at was that it failed to make a higher high. So this second high right here, this high, first high from yesterday was 1209. The high of the day at this point was 1208, 1209-ish. So, and then as soon as it pulled back here, made a higher high. So it made a higher high, then came right back down. So in my mind, I was like, okay, this is potentially a bull trap, and a lot of calls got stuck here, and then this could just consolidate back down. So 1030, I get one more put, and then 1038, by the time it is hanging around here, the 1193 level. If you zoom in right here, what you'll see is that I have this 93 level. Now I entered here at about 1202, and I caught this on the way down, and it kept on wicking. Now here at 1038, you could see that it shook me out, and not really shook me out. It's potentially bouncing here off of the 93 level. So I don't want to sit there and find out and then have all my profits erased. So I end up locking in on that trade about $200. And then 1040, 2 minutes after, I re-enter. Why? Because at this point, my trade is still valid, because here it faked out, came right back down, seller stepped in, and then now as it's under this level, that's when I entered. And I didn't enter at the end of the candle, I entered at the beginning. 1040.15. So it was before this drop, I remember. All I needed for it to do was just go under 93, and that was enough confirmation with a tight stop loss at 95, 96. So I entered it at 1040, and then I end up getting out at 1050. So I caught it as Tesla's 1192, and then by the time it's 1050, it's kind of like consolidating almost. So I was like, okay, I don't want to really hold it in this area. So I end up catching it for I think $5, which was another, $200 about. And then 1052 and 1058, I enter again. Now let's see why. Most likely because here I seen it push to make a higher high, but then it came right back down. Maybe there's a reason for it on the 5 minute. So I re-enter. I exited initially at 1050, and then I re-entered 1052. So something must have happened from 1050 to 1052. If we zoom in right here, we'll see 1050. It kind of does a $2.50 wick. And then 1052, after it pushes higher here, it comes right back down, pushes back about $2.50, and stays under the moving average on the 1 minute. So in my eyes, it's like, okay, that's potentially bearish still. 1058, I re-enter because I see that it still looks weak. Now remember, I entered here for the first one, and now I'm anticipating more and more lows. So I get another one at 1058, and then I exit everything at 11 and 11:01. I enter here, and then by 11:01, it's down another $4 or $5 where I sell it for another $200 profit per contract, and after about an hour of trading, that is $1,700 worth of profit. Now, the reason that I was comfortable betting against Tesla was because I knew where my stop loss was at all time, and I never entered with a heavy position size compared to my account, and I always knew what the risk was if my stop loss was hit. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. I appreciate the support. Please, again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, anything that you can do to help support the channel. See you on the next video.